and I have to talk about last week's curiosity. And to do that, I have a few tools here with me. So many of our last curiosities were nature related, so I thought I would mix in a piece of technology for last week's, a piece of technology that I use in the field, especially when I'm out doing photography. So these two pieces were our curiosities, and I think they were definitely tricky ones because we had a few responses from classrooms, but they weren't correct. But I'm going to talk to you a little bit about what these two pieces of equipment do for me. So this helps me go out at night and shoot things in the dark, photograph things like frogs and bugs and snakes and lizards in the dark. And the way they do that is I will show you here. So this is one of my camera bodies for my Nikon D500. And then up at the top, there's something called a shoe where you can put the flash. But instead of putting the flash, I'm going to put one of these up here. So this is a transmitter. So I put that on to the camera and then turn the camera on. And then I make sure that I turn this switch on to camera to say that this transmitter is on the camera. And did it light up for me? I think it did. There we go. Okay. So that one like that. And then I have my flash like this. Usually it's on top of the camera, but instead of putting it on the camera, I'm going to put another transmitter on it. Like that, and tighten it onto the bottom, and then I will make sure this is turned on to flash, and it is, so I'm happy about that. And then another piece I use at night is this called the diffuser. So this helps spread the flash out a little bit and makes it not too bright in one spot, so it goes over the top of my flash. And then I just pull this around to secure it. Now, why would I want to be able to use my flash away from my camera? Well, if I take the flash off of my camera, I can put it in different spots around what I'm trying to photograph and get different light effects, lighting from above, lighting from below, lighting from the side. And so that allows me to take different pictures than if I just had the flash on top and I was just shooting directly at the snake or the frog. So I can have those apart. And just to show you how it works, if I turn my flash on, so I have my flash here in my hand, I've got my camera here, and if I push the button on my camera, you'll see that the flash goes off. You can see the way it doesn't quite show up on the call, but it makes the screen blink. There you go. When I do that. So this is super useful. These two transmitters allow me to separate the flash from my camera, go out into the rainforest at night, and then shoot really interesting pictures from different angles, different perspectives. And I have a few pictures here queued up that I want to show you what that looks like, what kind of pictures you can get when you use the flash that way. So let me pick the window and I'll share a few photos with you. So that should be up there for you now. Perfect. So yeah, this is a beautiful green viper. This is in Monteverde in the cloud forest of Costa Rica. So you can see this beautiful green viper was making its way through the forest. It had just stopped raining. And so it had this drop of water here coming off of its neck. And you can see, the work that the flash does to illuminate. Here's another one here. This is a glass frog. Again, this is the same forest. This is in Monteverde. And they get that name because you can see right through their bodies and you can see their intestines, their muscles and things like that. So this is a glass frog in that same cloud forest. Now this is in the Amazon rainforest in Peru. And you can see the way you can use the flash to just take the background right out. And you've got this beautiful tree frog here up on a branch and then just the darkness in behind. But the tree frog is nicely illuminated. This is a false viper. This is, again, in Peru in the Amazon rainforest. And so it's not a venomous snake, but its head is very similar to that of a viper. So it's kind of a decoy, a way to look more dangerous than it is. So predators will hopefully stay away thinking it's a viper. Some beautifully camouflaged frogs here. Again, this is in Peru in the Amazon. And then this, I love this. This is an Amazon tree boa. And so I held the flash quite a bit away from this one so that I could kind of illuminate its whole body and really get a nice look at the colors of this snake. And then some insects. So there's definitely insects that come out there at night. So you can get these images. You can illuminate them with the flash. And lastly, we've got this red-eye tree frog in Costa Rica. This is in the Osa Peninsula in Costa Rica, where the Pacific Ocean meets the rainforest in Costa Rica. All right, I'm going to come back from that screen share. So that was our curiosity from last week. They are transmitters. And so one on the camera, one on the flash, and then it allows me to use the flash remotely and get different angles, get the light in different ways.